Yun. Hi everyone and everybody, welcome back again to this channel and to this content. And for this week content, meron naman tayo matitiyang motorcycle review about sa motorsiklo na nakikita nyo ngayon sa tabihan ko, which is Suzuki GSX-R1000R, isang klaseng super bike motorcycle ni Suzuki Motorcycle Corporation. At talaga naman, I'm really excited to feature this kind of super bike motorcycle from Suzuki. Dahil first time natin ma-experience ito. And more than that, magkakaroon naman tayo ng sharing of some interesting facts and information about sa motorsiklo ito. So, ano pa natin everyone and everybody? Samahan nyo na muli ako sa panibagong vlog at panibagong content namin about motorsiklo ito, which is Suzuki GSX-R1000R from Suzuki Motorcycle Corporation. Let's go!
GSX-R, isa sa mga iconic name when it comes to road sport motorcycling. At kapag nga narinig mo na nga ito, one top motorcycle maker comes into our mind, and this is no other than the Suzuki Motorcycle Corporation, kung saan nga ito ang magiging main focus and subject ng vlog natin for this week, which is nag-prepare na naman ako ng aking pananaliksik about sa istoryahe, facts and information about sa motorsiklong ito. Also, we will have some amazing motorcycle review again to one of the latest GSX-R sports bike of Suzuki, which is the Suzuki GSX-R1000R, which is a kind of super sports bike of Suzuki, kung saan nagpunta pa nga tayo actually and personally sa isang motorcycle dealership store para ma-experience natin ang motorsiklong ito. So we encourage also everyone and everybody to do not skip any seconds or minutes until the very end part of this video for more exciting part to this kind of iconic motorcycle super sports bike series. But before we get started, I just want to give thanks again to our loyal supporters, followers and subscribers to this channel, especially to the new subscriber and followers who see our content to various online platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, and many more. Then if you land and find this video to your device and you are interested to this kind of video or content, don't hesitate right now to click right now on your device the subscribe button and notification bell to make sure that you will be kept updated to any videos and content that will be publishing here in YouTube. Then we have also some social media pages like Facebook, TikTok, and Pinterest, which we encourage also everyone to like and follow our social media pages because we are posting also some amazing and authentic content that we think our audience will be interested in this. Ipinagpapauna ko na po ang pasasalamat sa inyo dahil sa pagpili nyo sa content at channel na ito. Then let me greet you now and welcome to Mykmoto TV. Alright everyone and everybody, let's get started na nga para talakayan muna natin ang Suzuki GSX-R series. Let's go! Taong 1984 ay inirelease ng Suzuki ang kaunahan nilang GSX-R sports bike motorcycle with the name of Suzuki GSX-R400. It was a breakthrough model and the closest that any Japanese manufacturer had yet come to build race bike with lights. Throughout the 1970s, 2 valve per cylinder heads were appearing. By the end of the decade, 4 bulbs heads were a bike. The similarity of the designs across brands and years led to the coining of the term UJM or Universal Japanese Motorcycle, which began with Honda CB750 in 1969. These bikes were available in a variety of sizes from 350cc to 1200cc from all 4 of the Japanese manufacturers, and beginning in 1976 served as the basics for production-based race bikes in the American Motorcycle Association or AMA Superbike series. As a result of the experience on the racetrack, it became obvious that the big UJMs were not ideal for racing. Weight was high, frames lacked stiffness and flex in disturbing ways. Power from big motors overwhelmed the third technology of the day. Beginning around 1980, all 4 major Japanese motorcycle makers began to modify the UJM formula in different ways to achieve performance advantages on the track and product differentiation in the market. It was into the competitive environment that Suzuki dropped the first 750cc GSX-R model ready to race in the new size mandated by AMA Superbike rules. The GSX-R had the most conventional engine of the 3, a 4-valve cylinder. Inline 4, it was clear descendant of the previous GSX-R series of motors. Cooling was provided by what described by Suzuki as an air-cooled mix. All temps were kept low by a large oil cooler, and engine internals were designed to push the oil at pressure as a spray where it was most needed, notably the underside of the pistons. The principal designer for the bike was Hiroshi Fujiwara, a Suzuki engineer. The frame was the most innovative aspect of the bike. Suzuki abandoned steel altogether and built the frame from welded square section aluminum tubing. To gain the rigidity, they wanted the tubes were quite large, giving the bikes a unique appearance. Whereas the Honda and Yamaha were fast street bikes that could be easily raced. The Suzuki was clearly a race bike that could be ridden on the street. The seating position was the racer's crouch, not the street rider's semi-upright one. Its shift stacked with the motor tuned to deliver 100 horsepower but could be upright one. Its ship stuck with the motor tuned to deliver 100 horsepower but could be easily boosted to 135 horsepower with the race tuning kit. It was the lightest of the superbikes by a good margin, weighing only 388 pounds. Styling too was aggressive and unique with a unique signature full fairing holding 2 round headlights, starting a trend that continues on super sport motorcycle to this day. Despite the excellence of the bike, it was not able to immediately dethrone the Honda team, who won the AMA Superbike series with the BFR Interceptor from 1984 to 1988. In 1989, Suzuki did accomplish this goal. By then, Suzuki had already become favorite of proprietors racers, not backed by a factory. Its relative made it the obvious choice for individuals competing on their own diet. Over time, it's also established an excellent record in endurance racing, winning the 12x93 and 1211. At simula nga noon, from next generation until its present time, ay sunod-sunod pa rin ang innovative plan, designs, and producing of great sports bikes of Suzuki like GSX-R series, not only for the fan of Suzuki Motorcycle, but for all of the motorcycle enthusiasts who want to feel and experience the great innovative technology and features of Suzuki from their sports bike series, from this present time and to the future. Sa pagpapatuloy nga ng video at content na ito, ay tutungo na nga tayo sa ating motorcycle review para talakayin at makapagbahagi na naman ng interesting facts and information, then sharing my amazing shots about sa isa na namang mabangis at cool na super sports bike, which is not a kind of ordinary sports bike, and this is a kind of super bike from Suzuki, which is the latest 2025 GSX-R 1000R. Kaya nga, wag na nga natin itong patagalin at simulan na nga natin talakayin ang ilang mga mahalagang impormasyon kay Suzuki GSX-R 1000R. Let's go! Ang Suzuki GSX-R 1000R ay isang klaseng manual super sports bike at isa sa pinakamalakas na motor ni Suzuki. Meron itong overall dimensions at nakapaloob dito ang haba nitong 2075mm, lapad na 705mm, taas na 1145mm, seat height naman ito ay nasa 825mm, ground clearance niya naman ay nasa 130mm at may timbang na 203 kilograms. Then if I compare my body index to this kind of sports bike, I will be truly honest with this. The weight was a bit challenging while the seat height was still reachable because my foot was still reaching the floor. Maneuvering its handlebar while in the static position was still manageable. However, while in its moving position, we need to be skillful motorcycle rider first before we ride to this kind of sports bike because of its aggressive power that needs some skills to handle and manage it perfectly. Not to discourage everyone, but for the safety also of the person who want to own this kind of powerful super sports bike from Suzuki. Suzuki GSX-R 1000R engine was composed of different technological features that built and designed to create an imaginable super sports engine that is truly built for road sports and racing activities. It will develop and plan based on numerous testings to create a truly super sports monster motorcycle machine. This super sports engine has inline 4 cylinders, 4 strokes, 16 bulbs, naka-double overhead cam, may 999.8cc na engine displacement. Ang bore size at stroke niya naman ay nasa 76mm by 55.1mm. Compression ratio niya naman ay nasa 13.2:1. So gusto mo na rin bang malaman ang lakas at bilis ni Suzuki GSX-R 1000R? Kahit ako ay nagulat at tumindig ang balihibi ko nang malaman ko ito kung saan ang maximum power output lang naman ni Suzuki GSX-R 1000R ay nasa 144.9 kW at 13,200 RPM. Sa sobrang lakas at bilis nga ng motorsiklong ito, which one of the top of the line super sports bike nga ni Suzuki, at kayang-kaya ring makipagsabayan nito sa ibang super sports motorcycle, either to road sports and racing. Pagdating naman sa maximum torque ni Suzuki GSX-R 1000R, ay umaabot lang naman ito ng hanggang 117 Nm at 10,000 RPM. Hindi lang yan, at may pilakas pa nga ang makina nito dahil sa engine technology nito na kung tawagin ay Suzuki Racing Variable Valve Timing or SRVVT. Unlike many other variable valve timing systems that use complex hydraulic or electronic actuators, the SRVVT system is purely mechanical and uses centrifugal force. The SRVVT mechanism is built directly into the intake camshaft sprocket. It attached to the camshaft a set of steel balls positioned in grooves between the sprocket and the inner plate. At lower engine speeds, the centrifugal force is low, springs holds the components in place, and the intake valve timing is optimized for low to mid-range torque and better drivability. As the engine RPM climbs above a preset threshold around 10,000 RPM, the centrifugal force on the steel balls becomes strong enough to overcome the spring tension. The ball move forward In their slanted grooves, this outward movement causes the sprocket and the inner plate camshaft to rotate relative to each other. This rotation retards their intake valve timing. The retarded timing keeps the intake valves open for a shorter period after the piston starts to compress the air-fuel mixture, which is the optimum timing for maximizing high RPM peak power. The primary benefit is achieving the best of both worlds, strong low to mid-range torque, and maximum top-end power. This eliminates the traditional compromise where an engine is either tuned for low-end grunt or top-end speed. Mechanical simplicity, because the system is purely mechanical and driven by centrifugal force. Suzuki GSX-R1000R utilizes a high-efficiency liquid cooling system to manage the heat generated by its powerful inline-4 engine. This modern system is a closed-loop, pressurized design that uses engine coolant to transfer heat away from critical components. The superheated coolant then travels to the high-capacity radiator, which is typically curved and mounted in the front fairing. Airflow over the radiator's core allows the heat to dissipate into the atmosphere. The transmission type of Suzuki GSX-R1000R features a high-performance, race-derived manual transmission system. It consists of 6-speed constant mesh, a standard, reliable type of high-performance motorcycle. It also has 6 forward gears with different gear ratios. The clutch is composed of wet multi-plate clutch powered by Suzuki Clutch Assist System or SCAS. SCAS function as a sleeper clutch during aggressive downshifts, reducing back torque to prevent rear wheel hop. It also acts as an assist clutch during acceleration, increasing plate pressure to handle high torque while allowing for a lighter clutch lever pull. The GSX-R1000R also comes standard with the Suzuki bidirectional quick shift downshifts, the racetrack or on the strip. 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R utilizes a highly advanced, electronically controlled fuel injection system that is a core part of its overall broad power system performance philosophy. It is equipped with latest technological features such as the dual-stage fuel injectors. This is the most unique feature designed to optimize fueling for both low to mid-range and extreme high RPM performance. One ultra-high atomizing injector, now 8-hole on the latest generation, mounted at a stepped angle in each throttle body. This operates continuously and are responsible for fueling across the entire RPM range, providing excellent atomization for smooth throttle response and low-end power. The secondary top feed injectors, a second set of 4 injectors mounted at the top of the airbox directly over the intake velocity stocks. This acts as showerhead injectors and are activated at high RPM to deliver an additional powerful spray of fuel. The STFI system ensures optimal combustion efficiency and fuel volume when the engine is operating at its peak, contributing significantly to maximum top-end horsepower. The system uses electronic throttle bodies or what they call ride-by-wire, where the throttle butterfly valves are not connected directly to the rider's grip by a cable. A servo motor precisely controls the opening and closing of the throttle valves based on an input from the rider's throttle grip and crucially the bike's engine control module or ECM. This allows the ECM to manage the engine power delivery with extreme precision. This is essential for integrated sophisticated rider aids like traction control and Suzuki Drive Mode Selector or SDMS, providing smooth, precise power delivery despite the high output. The system is optimized by Suzuki Ram Air Direct or SRAD. Intake ducts positioned close to the center of the fairing nose funnel high pressure air directly into the airbox as the bike speed increases, creating a supercharging effect to boost volumetric efficiency and top-end power. This system uses variable length intake funnels on some cylinders to optimize the intake charge velocity, boosting mid-range torque without sacrificing high-end flow. The fuel system uses a dual injector setup and rod-by-wire electronic control to ensure the engine always receives the exact optimal amount of fuel and air, resulting in the most potent and controllable power delivery possible across the entire rev range. Then the fuel tank capacity of the Suzuki GSX-R1000R is up to 16 liters of petrol with Euro 4 compliance, and the engine oil capacity is up to 3.3 liters of motorcycle engine oil. The 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R features a high-end braking system that combines top-tier components with advanced electronic aids for maximum stopping power and safety, especially in racing or aggressive street riding scenarios. The front braking system consists of dual 320mm disc with Brembo T-drive system. This large disc provides excellent heat dissipation. Then the 3-drive floating system connects the rotor to the carrier using a combination of traditional and T-shaped pins, allowing the disc to float more freely for better feel and reduce stress under extreme heat. Then the braking caliper is a kind of Brembo monoblock radial mount for piston calipers. Monoblock calipers offer superior rigidity and reduced flex for incredibly consistent braking power and feel. The radial mounting provides a stronger, more direct connection to the fork lowers. The rear brake is single 220mm disc with Nissan 1 piston caliper, which provides stability and control, particularly when working with the electronic rider aids. The GSX-R1000R features Suzuki's advanced motion track brake system, which is essentially a highly sophisticated cornering-aware ABS system. The system uses the bike's 6-axis IMU or inertial measurement unit to constantly monitor the motorcycle lean angle, pitch, and yaw. By knowing the lean angle, the system can modulate the brake pressure differently than a standard ABS system. It prevents the brakes from locking up or losing traction when the bike is leaned over in a corner, ensuring maximum grip and stability. During extremely hard braking, the system uses IMU input to detect and actively reduce rear wheel lift, keeping the rear tire on the ground and maximizing stopping force while maintaining control. This combination of premier mechanical components and electronic intelligence gives the GSX-R1000R its superb stopping performance. The 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R is equipped with high-specification wheels and tires designed to handle the massive power and aggressive handling demands of a modern super sports bike. It comes standard with high-performance radial tires, typically the Bridgestone Racing Street RS11. The front tire size of Suzuki GSX-R1000R is 120/70, say R17 58W. Then the rear tire size is 190/55, say R17 75W. These tire specifications are standard for a liter class superbike category and are essential for translating the engine's 200 plus horsepower to the road. The wheels of Suzuki GSX-R1000R is a lightweight cast aluminum 6-spoke wheels which has a size for both and rear wheel is 17-inch. The wheelbase of Suzuki GSX-R1000R is 1,420mm. The 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R features a premium race-derived suspension package from Showa that sets it apart from the base model GSX-R1000. These components are fully adjustable and utilize advanced technologies adapted from MotoGP. The front suspension is a 43mm Showa Balance Free Front or BFF inverted telescopic fork. The BFF is a high-end racing system where the damping force is generated outside of the main spring chamber. This revolutionary design equalizes pressure. It separates the damping circuits, ensuring more consistent damping force regardless of the fork's stroking action. Improves feedback. It provides the rider with an unparalleled level of road surface feedback and compliance, which is crucial for maximizing grip mid-corner. While on the rear suspensions, it is a kind of Showa balance-free rear cushion light or BFRC light. Monoshock connected to the braced aluminum swing arm via racetrack developed linkage system. The BFRC light shock also separates the damping force control from the main body, ensuring consistent damping, precise and consistent damping control. Even under extreme high-speed usage or rapid changes in chassis pitch, like hard braking or rapid acceleration, help smooth the shock's reaction over bumpy surfaces. And when the Showa BFF and the BFRC light components of GSX-R1000R provides an upgrade over the base GSX-R1000
This control
Showa
reduces
Big
the
Piston
degree of
Fork
traction
or
control
BPF,
intervention, allowing
and
the
remote
rider to
crossover
exit the
shaft,
corner
making the
faster.
R model the more track-focused machine. Suzuki GSX-R1000R, being a dedicated superbike, features a seating arrangement optimized for aggressive, track-focused riding rather than long-distance touring comfort. It uses dual-step split seat. This includes a separate rider seat in the front and a slightly elevated passenger seat pad in the rear. The seats are designed to be thin and firm, prioritizing lightweight, a narrow profile to assist with getting a foot down, and a shape that allows the rider to easily shift their weight and body position during cornering. Suzuki offers a color-matched solo tail cowl as an optional accessory. This piece replacing the rear passenger seat pad, giving the bikes a cleaner, race-inspired, single-seat look and reducing the small amount of weight from the passenger seat. The handlebar system on the 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R is a standard configuration for a high-performance superbike, and these are the clip-ons. These clip-on handlebars are two separate handlebar tubes that clamp directly on the upper part of the front fork tubes. They typically made of aluminum for lightweight strength. The clip-ons are mounted low and forward. This creates an extremely aggressive, forward-leaning riding posture that tucks the rider behind the fairing and the windscreen. The handlebars location also of important switches and controls. On the left handlebar is the location also of clutch lever control, riding selection mode button, the high and low beam light switch, turning signal switch, and horn switch. While on the right side of the handlebars location of the main throttle control, the hazard signal switch, engine kill switch, at ang electric start button switch. The Suzuki GSX-R1000R uses an electronic ignition transistorized system, which is a modern, high-energy, and precisely controlled ignition system managed by the bike's electronic control module. This system relies on a transistorized switching circuit controlled by the ECM to rapidly collapse the ignition coil's magnetic field, generating the high voltage needed for the spark plug. The ignition timing is managed digitally by the Engine Control Module or ECM. The ECM receives inputs from various sensors like crankshaft position, throttle position, gear position, and the Inertial Measurement Unit or IMU to determine the optimal timing for the spark in each cylinder, ensuring maximum power, efficiency, and smooth running across all RPMs. The system utilizing high-quality Iridium-type spark plugs, which offer a stronger, more consistent spark and improved combustion efficiency, while also having a longer service life than a conventional spark plugs. It uses coil-on plug or COP or stick coils, meaning there is a separate ignition coil mounted directly above or near each spark plug. This design eliminates spark plug wires, reduces energy loss, and allows for very precise spark control for each cylinder. The ignition system is an integral part of the bike's advanced electronic package, interacting with features such as Suzuki Bidirectional Quick Shift System and Suzuki Easy Start System. The Suzuki Easy Start System is a feature found on many modern Suzuki motorcycles and marine engines that simplifies the engine starting process for the rider or operator. Its function is straightforward and focuses on convenience and simplicity, similar to starting a modern car. Unlike older systems where you have to press and hold the starter button until the engine fully powers up, with the Easy Start system, you only needed to give the starter button a single, brief push. The primary benefit is that the rider no longer has to hold the starter button down, which can sometimes be awkward or time-consuming. The automatic two-system engagement by the ECM can lead to a smoother and more reliable start, especially in varying weather or engine temperatures. It helps prevent the starter from being operated for an excessively long or short duration, which can reduce unnecessary wear and tear on the starting components. The Easy Start system is often paired with the low RPM assist system on Suzuki motorcycles, which gently often paired with the low RPM system on Suzuki motorcycles, which gently increases engine RPM when the clutch is being released or at very low speeds, make it much harder to stall the bike during takeoff. The Suzuki GSX-R1000R features a full LCD multi-function instrument panel that was inspired by the racing dash on the Suzuki GSX-R MotoGP bike. It is a lightweight and compact digitally display designed to provide the rider with the best amount of information quickly and clearly. Open with a unique black background on the R model for a high contrast racing look. The digital panel is designed for high performance riding, putting critical data front and center with showing visualization of engine speed, vehicle speed, system status, rider aids, shifting indicators, fuel range, and odometer. The backlight intensity is adjustable in multiple levels, allowing the rider to optimize visibility for day and night riding conditions. The Suzuki Drive Mode Selector or SDMS is another technological advanced feature, which is an electronic system that allows the rider to instantly choose between different preset engine power delivery characteristics, adapting the bike's performance to varying riding conditions, rider's skill, or personal preference. The system works by controlling the fuel injection and ignition system, maps to manage how the engine delivers its power in response to throttle input. This SDMS has three modes. One is the Mode A, which is an active, full power, sharpest response. The engine delivers its maximum power output with the most direct and aggressive throttle response. Best for dry, grip with track conditions, or experienced riders who desire the most immediate acceleration and connection to the engine. 2 is the Mode B or Basic Moderate Power Smoother Response. The engine still delivers maximum power at high RPMs, but the power delivery is softer and more linear across the mid-range. The throttle response is slightly dulled, and their number 3 is the Mode C Comfort Lowest Power Softer Response. This mode offers the softest throttle response and reduced maximum output. Best for riding on wet or slippery surfaces and heavy traffic, or when the tires are cold, it prioritizes safety and control over absolute speed. The Suzuki GSX-R1000R features a modern, high-intensity pole LED lighting system designed for maximum visibility, low power consumption, and to complement its aggressive, race-inspired styling. The GSX-R1000R utilizes a stacked, compact LED headlight assembly housed within the aerodynamic front fairing. It uses LED technology for both the low and high beams. LEDs offer superior brightness and a whiter light compared to traditional halogen bulbs, improving visibility at night. The compact design is crucial for aerodynamics, allowing the fairing to be narrower and optimizing the size and placement of the large Suzuki Ram Air Direct or S-Rod intake ducts, located immediately below the headlight. A distinct feature on the GSX-R1000R is the presence of LED position lights. These are placed above the main headlight unit, adding to the bike's sharp signature pace. The rear lighting is also fully LED. It typically uses a vertical LED combination tail brake light unit that contributes to the bike's slim, sharp tail section. The vertical layout ensures high visibility for following traffic while maintaining a clean, aerodynamic. The turn signals use bright, clear LEDs for instant illumination and longevity. They are usually stock mounted at the front and rear to comply with road regulations, but aftermarket option often exists for flash mounting, particularly for track use. The entire lighting system uses LED technology, enhancing safety through superior brightness and visibility while also reducing the electrical load on the bike's charging system and contributing to the bike's modern, lightweight design. The Suzuki GSX-R1000R features a highly complex, electronically controlled exhaust system known as the Suzuki Advanced Exhaust System or SAES. It is a 4x2x1 design constructed from thin-wall stainless steel, specifically engineered to maximum both low to mid-range torque and peak high RPM horsepower. The complexity comes from its use of multiple butterfly bulbs to manage back pressure across the RPM range. The SAES incorporates two main types of electronic bulbs controlled by the bike's ACM. The Suzuki Exhaust Tuning SET bulb built into the mid-pipe section, just before the main muffler or silencer. This is a classic exhaust bulb that has been used on GSX-R models for years. At low and mid RPMs, the bulb is partially closed to increase back pressure. This optimizes exhaust gas scavenging, which boosts low end torque and mid-range throttle response. At high RPMs, the bulb fully opens to allow for maximum exhaust flow, maximizing peak horsepower. Its position is adjusted in real time based on the engine RPM position and the current gear. And lastly, the Suzuki Exhaust Tuning Alpha bulbs These are two additional servo-operated butterfly valves located in the header balance tubes. One connects cylinder number 1 and number 4, and the other connects cylinder number 2 and number 3. This is the most advanced feature of the GSX-R1000R exosystem, unique to this generation. At low and mid RPMs, the set A valves remain closed. This keeps the exhaust pulses separated, which help enhance mid-range and lower RPM power delivery. At high RPM, the set A valves open. This allows the exhaust pulses to cross over between the headers, acting like a crossover pipe that significantly increases high-end power and top speed performance. The overall design is a 4x2x1 layout, meaning 4 header pipes merge into 2 secondary pipes, which then merge into a single mid-pipe leading to the final large volume silencer or muffler. The result is a stacked exhaust system that is heavily dependent on electronics to achieve a wide power band that is strong from the bottom all the way to the top end, while still meeting modern noise and emission standards. The body structure and framing of the Suzuki GSX-R1000R are engineered for a single purpose: to provide the highest possible performance and handling precision for a top-tier superbike. This is achieved through a combination of materials, construction methods, and race-derived geometry. The core of the structure is the twin-spar aluminum frame. It uses two large, rigid beams that run from the steering head back to the swing arm pivot. The frame is constructed from a mix of cast, extruded, and stamped aluminum section welded together. This uses finite eliminate method or FEM analysis to place material exactly where it is needed and remove it where it is not, resulting in a compact and lightweight chassis. The current generation frame is significantly lighter and narrower than its predecessor, which aids both aerodynamically or rider ergonomics. The engine is also slightly backward to optimize the body structure. The swing arm and its connection points are critically for managing power delivery and rear suspension action. It features a superbike brace aluminum swing arm. This component is rigid and lightweight, optimized to work in conjunction with the high-performance rear suspension. The swing arm pivot position is adjustable. This is a race-focused feature that allows expert tuners and racers to finely adjust the chassis geometry to alter the bike's squat characteristics and enhance traction up. The corner exit for different tracks and tires. The rear subframe is a bolt-on unit made of lightweight aluminum tubing. The bolt-on design allows for easier replacement in the event of track damage, while the aluminum tube structure ensures sufficient strength with minimal mass. The pairings of 2025 Suzuki GSX-R1000R are crucial elements of its design, developed using wind tunnel testing to maximize aerodynamic efficiency and high-speed performance, a feature directly derived from Suzuki's MotoGP racing program. The overall design philosophy is to be sleek, narrow, and compact to minimize the frontal projected area and reduce drag. The most distinguishing feature on the nose is the placement of the large Suzuki Ram Air Direct or S-Rod intake ducts. These ducts are positioned close to the center of the pairing nose, which is the point of highest pressure when the bike is moving at high speed. This positioning forces a high volume of dense, pressurized air directly into the airbox, increasing the engine's volumetric efficiency and boosting top-end power. The pairing is designed to be significantly narrower than previous generations. This reduction in width improves the drag coefficient and allows the bike to slice through the wind more effectively. improving top speed on the racetrack. The narrow profile allows the rider to tuck in more completely behind the windscreen and tank, further improving the bike's aerodynamic profile at high speed. The fairings are specifically designed to work with their narrower twin-spar aluminum frame, which is up to 20mm narrower than its predecessor. The close fit between the bodywork and the chassis components helps manage airflow both over and around the bike. Alright everyone and everybody, I hope so na na-appreciate nyo man lang kahit papaano ang video ito about sa pagtalakay at pagpapakita na naman ng matindihang review about sa motorsiklong ito, which is the Suzuki GSX-R1000R. So, kayo ba ay namangha muli, nagulat at nalugulantang sa ganitong kalakas at kapormang klaseng super sports bike na talaga namang mapapawaw ka na lang talaga? O kaya naman, meron kayong gustong ikomento, suggestion at mungkahi sa content na ito? Well, anyway, just leave it to the comment section below or you may email us personally. Then, if you like this content or video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. We encourage also to share this video to your friends, family, and to everybody. Then, we'll see you again to our next content for some amazing motorcycle review for this kind of content. We see you again to our next video or content. Sayonara.
Alright everyone and everybody, I hope so na nag-enjoy kayo or na-appreciate pa paano pag-review natin sa motorsiklong ito, which is isang klaseng superbike from Suzuki, which is Suzuki GSX-R1000R. Magkita-kita na muli tayo sa sunod nating vlog at sunod nating content about sa content ng channel na ito. At muli, this is Mykmoto TV or Mykmoto Vlog. See you again guys!